Welcome. Can you hear me?
Hi. Yep. You sound good.
Hey, Regina. So glad you're here.
Thanks. Thanks for hosting.
Reha, welcome. Zuri, welcome. Oh, so awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, so glad you're all here. I'm so glad to be here. I am right now I'm on the Yellowstone and hi Reha. Good to see you. Good to see your faces, Zuri. On the Yellowstone in Paradise Valley. Hi Aish, I can see you. Yay. Which I've just been really inspired here. And so I'm writing a little bit, making some cards that I've wanted to do for a long time, and glad to be back to my work. And I'm glad you're all here. Regina, good to see your face. I love seeing your faces. It's been, one of those long times, hasn't it? Where, yeah, yeah. And yet this is how we can connect. Oh, thank you so much for being here. Just so lovely to see you all. So we're just right at 7 o'clock. And, before I come on, I was asking the angels what they wanted me to talk about. So you're welcome to chat, type something in the chat. I'm not really good about looking at it. Let me see. Somebody already. Fun in an RV. Yes, Regina. Yes. Yeah. It's a change, but there's so much I want to see and experience, and just ready to do that. And so, this thing about judgments and fears, and the angels have gotten me so clear about how when we have a judgment or we have a fear, like we hold on to everything. It's almost like what you resist persists, like, and when we have judgments, like it, and then a lot of times with judgment, we feel like we can't do anything about it. And so then that makes it even harder. And so the real freedom that they have been really wanting me to know is that if we can let go of the judgments and the fears and be just with, saying, what if those aren't real? What if they're not real? What if that is not the truth? What if? Then we're not resisting anything. And when we don't have resistance, the flow is completely open to it. And they were telling me earlier that sometimes the judgments are not even against others, but against ourselves or about ourselves, or that we took on from our family like a cloak, like we just took it on and we're going to wear it forever, or somebody else is like putting it on us, so it's up to us, and it's our choice always whether we accept it or whether we let go of it, or whether we say, that's not mine. I mean, it's just, it may have been me even in the past. Maybe it was, maybe you were there, maybe, but now just time to let go of it. And so with all that we've been through in the last year, it's made it even more. It used to be there were two things you didn't talk about, right? You didn't talk about politics or religion. Now you don't talk about politics, religion, or COVID, or I mean, it's like there's like so many more things that we just don't, you can't even talk about because it's so, everybody has a judgment about it, everybody. And so if we can let go of that, and then because of this, because of the judgment, because of all that's happened, it's more powerful in the collective consciousness. So that when we do have a judgment and we tap into this energy of judgment that's in our collective consciousness, then it's even more powerful. Like, so there's a couple things that they wanted to make sure that we know. So we can't convince anybody, about all these things. Oh, there's a puppy. We can't convince somebody we've always known religiously or pretty much politically or, now about anything COVID related or family related. Like we're not going to convince anybody. So, let's just give that up. Let's just have our own. This is what the angels are saying. Let's just have our own thoughts, our own things, and let everybody else have theirs and say that's interesting. And know in yourself, this is because when you go against somebody, depending on if they're open to have like an open conversation, that's totally fine, but if they're not, then why bother? Why bother? Just say, I'm not going to spend my energy on this because I don't need to convince anybody. And, the angels were saying this earlier. It's okay to not like somebody. It's okay to not want to be around somebody. It's okay to not like what somebody's doing. And then we get to choose, right? We get to choose. Am I going to stay there? Am I going to, because ultimately, if we fight it, unless we're in charge, say it's a work thing, unless we're in charge, you can fight it, but it takes so much energy. And so then we get to choose. And maybe, this is just what the angels are saying, that sometimes it's about standing up. Sometimes it's about letting go and moving on. Sometimes it's about giving others an opportunity. And sometimes it's about just giving yourself an opportunity, right? So just getting into that knowing of what do you want to do? And, we all know if you were supposed to stand up, it's going to come back around again. And then you might go, okay, this time I'm going to do this. Or, if you're supposed to, things just come back around that we have to learn. So we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about being, absolutely right, or because everything's going to change. Everything's going to change. And so those were the main things that they just wanted me to say. And some of the things that they brought up, and oh, good, Azra, so glad you can hear. So some of the things, and we'll add to this if you have things, because I want to cover everything. So judgments about COVID, we just got those right now. We just need to let go, clear out, disconnect, about whether to have the vaccine or not, whether to mask or not, whether to return to normal or not, worries or fears about getting sick or not, or getting, any of it. Like if you can come at it, this is what the angels are saying, if you can come at it from a total open space, like it's getting worse, it's getting better, fears of what's happening, like that we really have no control over. So we're spending our energy on things that we have no control over whatsoever, if we're watching and worrying. And this is where the angels are saying, spend your time and your energy on being connected, on listening to your inner self, not listening to what's happening and how bad things are and how, things aren't right. Because when we listen to that, we tap into it. We tap into it. So we have familial, our family. You know, sometimes if we can cut away from any judgments that we had or fears that we have or experiences that we had and just let it go and somehow say to myself, I have no idea what that was for, what that was about, because we're never going to know here. I mean, we're just not. I mean, maybe, but not if we're trying to figure it out. We can't figure it out. We can't figure things out. So we let it go. Why do people do things? We can't figure it out. We might know sometimes, but we can't figure it out. It's probably so complicated. You know, it's what they learned. It's their, you know, what it's a familiar thing, familial thing they came down with. It's what they were experiencing at the time. I mean, it's complicated, you know? So really believing and trusting I'm doing the best I can right now. And if I am, then probably everybody else is. And then I'm choosing for me. What do I need? Not what do they need? What do I need? What do I need right now? What do I need to do? You know, who do I need to be? And a lot of times, if we can let it go, turn it over, then we know exactly what it is we need to do. And there's no question. So that's what the angels always tell me. You don't know until you know. So all this worry about what should I do? When should I do this? I mean, I'm going through that. I don't know where I'm going. I have a plan, you know, but I try and let it go every day, right? That's one of the things that I'm doing. It sounds small, but you know, I'm kind of untethered. So our environment, the world, our countries, our government, you know, I don't know what you need to let go of. I don't know what you need to not judge. How we see ourselves or what we've taken it on, not good enough, we don't do enough, we are fat, we're skinny, we're whatever, you know, we gotta let it go. Because I mean, I'm looking at your faces and what I see is love. And what I see are people that are love. And everybody is when we really truly look. You know, underneath everything. Underneath everything. So does anybody have anything you want to add to this? I guess I didn't cover really experiences. But, you know, whether if they're fears about something that happened in the past, or I mean, it could be something that you don't know where you get it from, or it could be something you do know where you get it from. Just think about some things, and maybe if you have something to jot down, or just think about at least a few things that you really want to let go of tonight. You know, whether it be a judgment or a fear. And you can share them if you want. You don't need to. The angels know exactly what it is. Yes, Aisha?
Yeah, I've had a fear all my life that somebody wants to kill me. That I don't know who it is, but I feel unsafe here.
Right.
And I think it's because my mother tried to abort me when I was a baby, and she managed to kill my identical twin.
So it's time tonight to say, I'm going to let this fear go.
Yeah, if I knew how. How do I let it go?
Oh, well, the angels are going to take it. The angels are going to do the work.
Please, please.
We're going to give it over. The angels are going to do the work, because this is energy, thoughts, experiences, you know, however it is, even as a thought, it's still energy. And it may be from, a different lifetime. Or
well, this is from this lifetime. I know that.
Something. So, you know, other people may have it. So this is your, you're saying, I'm gonna give this up tonight, and I'm never gonna have that story again. Because
Oh.
I'm done.
I'd love to. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd love to be done with this.
done. Okay.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Anybody else? So there's probably a lot with that, like, not only being killed, but not wanted and not, all of that accepted.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I believe in a woman's right to do that. However, when people get aborted, they don't live through it. So they don't live with the constant fear.
Well, we don't,
You know what I
we
mean?
don't know, we don't know what our, what we know or what we remember. That's just it. We have no idea. We have no idea. I remember asking my mom, what were you thinking when, you were pregnant? I was thinking, well, your dad's having an affair again, and
Oh.
I already have 2 kids, and why am I pregnant? I don't want to be pregnant. I mean, it's like, so there's, we all have certain things, but I'm going to add those in there. Thank you. Thank you. Yes,
Okay.
Reha, go ahead and unmute yourself, dear.
Okay, thank you. I've been through a lot of traumaticness this last month and had to suddenly and unpredictably move. I was not allowed to be in my apartment, so just a lot of miracles happened. I had people come and pack all my belongings, and then I had a group of 9 people come with big trailers and a horse trailer and big trucks, and they moved my belongings into one of the last storage units in Gallatin Valley. And here I sit at a friend's house, and she wants to buy a property and have me rent from her, which is a total blessing. But I was supposed to get out of that place where I had been living for 6 years and traumatic. And I don't ever want to do that again with any of that person or any of the situation that happened. It was very stressful, as you can see. But I just feel like I have been stressing on, well, how come this next phase hasn't happened yet? And my friend put a bid in on a house, not here in Bozeman, but somewhere else, and it didn't. It's the owners are being unrealistic about the price that they want as opposed to the appraised value, like what it's really worth. And so I have nowhere else to go, basically, and I'm kind of scared. And I have 2 cats, so I just
So
I
it's
help
gonna
with that.
work out. It's gonna work out. Like, and and this fear that it's not, of where am I gonna go? I mean, look,
Yeah.
you could have been homeless, but you're not. You're not going to be. You're not going to be. And you had all those people step up to help you. I mean, what a gift. And this person. And so, it's like, okay, you can, I mean, here's what I'm hearing. You can throw this at me, but I'm not going to be scared anymore. Look at me. I've been through it. I have done it and been through it. And no, I'm not going to be scared anymore. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. I know it's all going to work out. Look, it is working out. And thank goodness you're out of there. It just sometimes takes a lot to make us move. I'm laughing about it, but you have to go, oh my gosh, I know. And the situation is hard, but it's going to work out. Yes. Yeah.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yes.
Can I say? Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's your name, honey? Raha?
Reha, yes. I know you, Aisha.
Reha.
Yes.
Oh, hi, honey. When you talked about what your situation was, all I heard was, this is the reward of good karma. You had so much good karma. Look what happened. People mobilized and helped you. This is good karma. To me, this is a wonderful indication that you have clearly earned the goodwill, of your fellow humans. And how good is that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could have been horrific. And I'm not saying I'm not saying that what you're going through is not, difficult, but considering the help you had, all I could hear was good karma, good karma, good karma.
Awesome.
So
thank you for sharing,
yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Aisha. Thank you.
You're
Appreciate that.
accepting it. See,
Yes,
sometimes it's so hard for us to see,
Mhm.
So Isabella says fear of others that are bullying you due to corruption. Gosh, so bullying, fear. All right, we're gonna cut you away. I'm really hearing with that, and we'll do some, there's some things that the angels can give us to help us, be invisible, to help us do our things, but really what they want us to get to is get down under the fear and say, okay, it's a chess game. This is what's happening. What am I doing? Where am I going? What am I being drawn to? Because it may be time for a change and it may not, but if we resist the change, then you're going to have a harder change, right? We've all been there, been hit over the head. And so we don't want to do that either, right? So there is kind of that fine line, and they're really saying that. Does that help, Isabella? Yeah, reaching, yeah. And, the other thing I'm hearing is, I don't know what the bullying is about. A lot of times people just don't feel good about themselves that bully. And so they're trying to make themselves more powerful, or feel, something like that. But it's, if you can have some compassion and like, oh my God, their lives must be so terrible. I don't know if that will help, but yeah, that might be the case. So I'm gonna, okay. Oh,
Honey, it looks like Zuri is trying to get on the mic. Are you trying to get on the mic, Zuri?
No, I was actually typing.
Hey, what? Oh, you were typing. I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to
Okay.
get on.
Oh,
My bad.
Aisha, if you're on an iPad, you might not see the chat. I don't know if you can
Well,
see the
because
chat.
I saw her hand go up and I
Yeah.
thought she's
Oh.
raising her hand and then we don't hear her. Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
Is there
sorry.
anything else so lies and hate? Lies and hate. Yes. Okay. Lies and hate. And Regina, what can we help you with tonight?
So, I guess clarity is
Okay.
the word. I'm in a situation that at times feels really good and other times doesn't.
Mm.
And so as I was typing, I was trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to get help with. And it's clarity and it's strength to do the right thing for all parties involved.
And especially yourself. I'm so hearing. I mean, we all want to do what's right for everybody. And sometimes we have to do what's right for us and then know that it's right for everybody else. Sometimes. Because when you know it's right for you, when you have that yes, when you know for sure, I believe it's got to be right for everybody else. Yeah. So we're going to let go of everything that's covering up you making a decision and having clarity and knowing you're strong or not strong. Right? Is that good? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. And Zuri, due for kidney surgery, telling yourself that you'll be having a healing session, of course. And Zuri, I want you to remember when you go for the surgery, kidney stone, because it'd be a whole lot better to get it out than to try and pass it, right? Yeah. So it is healing. It is healing. And ask Archangel Raphael, when you go to the hospital to oversee everything, ask him and Jesus, Yeshua, whoever it is that you want to be with you, and know that they're going to be there. Know that they'll be there with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lovely. Welcome, Kali. I can see you. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else want to ask for anything? Okay. I'm just going to mute everybody for the moment. Try. Oh, ask to unmute. Oh. All right. Okay, so I want to start with, oh my gosh, isn't this weird? So I pulled out the Archangel Michael cards, but here's this Archangel card stuck to the bottom, and I'm like, this is weird. So need to see this. So, and this is so perfect for everybody. And it says gentleness. Like for us to be gentle with ourselves, with everybody else, knowing that we're all in this together. We're all in it together. And be very gentle with yourself. Surround yourself with gentle people, gentle situations, and gentle environments. So if you need to get away, you can now maybe. If you need to get out in nature, could help possibly. But if you need to take a bath, whatever that is, take a day where you have no phones, no internet, no nothing, to just disconnect, read a book, do something, like be really gentle. So we're going to let go of everything. And I wanted to pull an Archangel Michael card. So I want to ask Archangel Michael to come to each one of us now and surround us with a pillar of light. And this pillar of light comes down from heaven all the way to the crystalline center of the earth. And what this does is it helps us be in our own energy. I want to ask him to, cut us away from the collective consciousness, cut us away from any frequencies that don't serve us. If you're in an apartment, maybe we need to ask Archangel Michael to put a shape around your apartment, because you may be sharing energy with others. If you're in a home, it can just go down into the earth. Or if you're in a room or a place that you share, put it around the room that you're in also. So we have two pillars or a shape, one around us, one around the room or the house that we're in. I want to ask him to fill these pillars or shapes with whatever frequency it is that we need, that clears out anything that doesn't serve us. So he can either vacuum it out, or he can transmute it, or he can pull it, remove it, cut it away, drag it out, however it might need to happen. And then he wants me to pull a card, which is kind of weird now, but spend more time outdoors. So when you're in the outdoors and when you're in this space that we have right now, let's ask our bodies to soak up this energy. That it not only is around us, but our bodies can soak it up. And if you can get outdoors, whether it be at water or at trees or in a field of flowers or under the sky or in the wind or in the rain, your body just soaks up all the positivity that there is in nature and the space you're in right now. It's about, and tonight we're going to clear away, we're going to let go, but they want it to be more about nourishment, giving ourselves the nourishment that we need energetically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, a nourishment. So I want to ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, to take any judgments that you have regarding any person, place, or thing, and to remove them from your energy field, from your mind. To pull them out, to poof them, I don't know what that means, but to remove them in some way completely out of your energy field. Any judgments of others, let's see, our families. Any judgments about the state of the world, or COVID, or politics, or environment. Any judgments about people we work with, our friends. Anybody else, any other judgments. Any judgments about ourselves, I want to ask them to completely remove them in whatever way they need to do. Judgments about what we've done, said, how we are, how we look, how we feel, what we do, what we don't do. Pulling out any judgments. That we have about others' beliefs, or even our beliefs. I want to ask them to remove any other judgments that you may have from any time, space, or dimension. And say in your mind, just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I let them all go. God for good. And then I want to ask Archangel Michael and Raphael to help to remove in whatever way they need to any fears. Any fears that you've had from this life, from before you were born, any fears, removing them, removing the effects. Any fears of being killed or not wanted, or not accepted, or bullied, being hurt, fears of being sick, any fears around COVID or the state of the world. Slightly different from judgments, fears. Fears of what may happen. Completely removing them from your mind, from your body, from your energy field. Fear of doing the right thing or not doing, or the wrong thing. Any fears that keep you from having true clarity of what's right for you. Fears of hurting others. Fears of making mistakes. Fears of change. Fears unknown or known. Any other fears I want to ask the angels to completely remove right now. And just in your mind saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. I let them go, known or unknown. I want to ask Archangel Raphael, Michael, Metatron to clear the effects of those fears and those judgments, healing the effects throughout all time, space, and dimensions, in all ways and forms. That there's not a trace of that fear or judgment left. Not a trace. All the way to the core, all the way to the original experience or thought. Healing the effects, past, future, present. Saying thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to ask Archangel Zadkiel and the Violet Flame Angels to burn the violet flame just through your energy field, through your body, through all of your experiences, completely cleaning everything up with all the fears and judgments. Transmuting everything. No more triggers, no more stories. I want to ask them to transmute the stories that we've had that keep us reliving things or accepting or making excuses, whatever it is. I want to ask Archangel Michael to give you something right now, to give you a gift that helps you to know that you are in complete control. You're in complete control of your thoughts, of your feelings, of your emotions. of your choices. Of what you attract to you. We ask him to give you something. You may feel something or see something, or just know there's some strength there. That you're no longer a victim. That things happen, and then you make another choice. Things happen, and you know what to do. You're in control. Can't control others, can't control the environment, but you can control you. I want to ask that he expands this strength within you, that activates it within you, activating the strength to have clarity, have a strong conviction that's just for you, not for anybody else, but just for you. A strong inner sense, activating it, opening, expanding. And connecting it, if it's not connected, connecting it with your heart. So that this inner strength is love. This inner strength is acceptance. This inner strength is a knowing that you're right where you need to be. That you have everything you need in this moment. That you always will. I want to ask Archangel Metatron then to clear your connection at the top of your head to God in the heavenly realms, to clear it and repair it, strengthen it. Fully connect you with God in the heavenly realms for a time of receiving, to receive the energy that you need right now. Ask Metatron, Archangel Metatron, and Raphael, Gabriel, to give you physically your aura field, all of your bodies, your mental, emotional, to infuse them with energy from the divine, or presence from the divine. And just in your mind say thank you, receiving it. Thank you. May come down your head and come into your heart. Might come down around you. It might go all the way through into the center of the earth. But making sure that it's every cell in your body soaks it up. Every energetic piece of you soaks up this gift. Might be grace, might be peace, or joy, or love. And asking yourself to remember this feeling, or this vision, or this thought. This way to connect and receive. If you still have any questions, just ask them in your head. Ask for clarity on a decision, giving up all that you think you know. And whether you get the answer now, or in the morning, or when you're vacuuming, or you read it in a book, or somebody says something, then you'll know. And until then, it's okay to not know. I want to thank the angels, Angel Michael and Metatron, Raphael and Gabriel, guardian angels that are with you, Yeshua that was here. I want to thank you for being here, for giving me the opportunity for this space. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, or you can sign off and stay in this space. You can share or not share. If you have a question, you can ask that. You have to unmute yourself if you want to talk. If you can't move, that's okay too. That just means you really soaked it in, so don't feel like you need to get up and move around. Just let it be. You know, the angels are reminding me that we can ask them to help others. You know, we can ask the angels to be with people, to go help people that need help, to help things happen. Now, whether it happens or not, we have to let go of, but we can ask, right? We can ask. If we don't ask, then they're just there saying, just ask us as we can help, you know? So when you see people that are hurting, then you ask the angels to help. When you hurt yourself, when you need something, When things aren't working out, ask them to help. Ask them to step in, and they won't if they can't. But in doing that and letting go, we're not putting judgment on it. We're allowing the divine to work. Does anybody have any questions or?
I just want to say thank you. It was so peaceful and just relaxing. It took me to another space. Thank you.
Good, Suri. Yes, that is part of the whole purpose of
Yeah.
this and the angels is it truly is, you know, getting to a different space.
Yes.
And then, and so try and stay in that space as long as you can,
Yeah,
because that's our practice.
I will.
Yeah. Thank you for being here. And
Thank you for
I'm
being here.
seeing you being surrounded during your surgery and feeling so much better.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Aisha. Oh, did you find it?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh,
It's, you know, I'm so grateful for the service, for the wonderful, incredibly powerful insights and relief and healing that you offer in such a short time. It's astounding, Misty.
thank you. Oh, thank you. It's the angels. It's me with the angels. I've been called.
I know,
I've
but,
said yes, but they do all the work.
well, but somebody has
Yeah.
to speak because the angels, as far as I know, don't have voices, but you do.
Thank you. Yes. And you know, I mean, so the angels remind me this all the time, like, and I give as much, I mean, I receive as much as, you know, I'm as anything. And I'm just so grateful because I'm never, when I'm done, I'm never like tired or exhausted or anything. So thank you. Yeah. Mm. Anybody else? Did anybody see anything or have an idea of things leaving or being cleared or cleansed or when the energy was brought in, your connection or whatever? Yeah. Sometimes people see things. No. All right, everybody. Oh, I'm so glad. Stay in this space. Thanks for coming. I love you all. And you know, if you want a replay, I'll have a replay link. So I probably won't post it, you know, live, but I'll have one. So just email me back and let me know. And I'll see you next month. Okay. All
Thank you.
right.
Blessings,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Thank you. Love you all. So lovely to see you. Okay.